Welcome to the certification course on basics of R software. In this session, we will continue with statistical functions. Now, in this, the new concept related to statistical functions is central tendency and variation. In previous two lectures, we discussed about various concepts related to statistical functions. So, first, statistical measures, absolute frequency and relative frequency. Later, some graphics and plots are discussed. So again, some statistical functions, central tendency and variations. After this, again, some other graphical functions are going to be covered. Okay, now as part of central tendency and variation. So the outline is here. First, we'll discuss about central tendency measures, then variation measures. So what are the various central tendency measures and variation measures? Then how to implement same using R software, that we will see. Okay, first you can recall once various descriptive statistics. The tools related to central tendency here: mean, median, mode, geometric mean, harmonic mean, etc. These are all central tendency measures of data. Then variations in data: variance, standard deviation, standard error, median error, etc. So we will discuss the central tendency and variation measures in R software. Okay, now first mathematically see the concepts related to central tendency of data. Gives an idea about the mean value of the data, that is central tendency. Data is clustered around what values, that is to be identified. So let us assume data x1, x2, x3 and so on, where x is the data vector. Okay, now mathematically arithmetic mean or simply mean is calculated by using the formula x bar equal to 1 by n summation sigma equal to 1 to n x of I. So the same can be implemented in R using the syntax simply mean within function brackets the data vector name or the data value x. So then it gives the mean value as per this formula in R software. This is the syntax for finding arithmetic mean in R software. Then next measure is geometric mean. So how to find geometric mean? The formula is, it is denoted by x bar suffix gm, means geometric mean, product of pi of 1 to n xi whole power 1 by n. So the same formula equivalent command in R is denoted by PROD. Product is denoted by PROD of x power 1 by length of x. If you can use this formula, then you will get the geometric mean. So here length of x is equal to the number of elements in x. So this is the command for finding geometric mean in R software. So then another measure is called as harmonic mean. So harmonic mean is denoted by x bar suffix hm. Hm stands for harmonic mean. So the formula is 1 by, so 1 by n sigma I equal to 1 to n 1 by xi. For this the syntax in R is 1 by mean of 1 by x. So whenever you can use this formula, then you will get a harmonic mean. Okay, now next measure is called as median. So median means value such that the number of observations above it is equal to the number of observations below it. By taking the two ranges above and below, the value such that the number of observations above it is equal to the number of observations below it. So syntax for median in R software by using the command median within function bracket the data vector x, where x is the data vector. So this is the syntax for finding median in R software. Okay, now let us take one example, execute these commands. So here one vector is created with the name marks equal to C of so and so. Some student marks are taken here. Now whenever you can enter marks, now the vector is displayed here. For this, now you can find all these central tendency of data measures. Okay, now first arithmetic mean, simply you can use mean of marks. So this is the arithmetic mean. Theoretical you can calculate and check out. So with our software, this is the result you will get. Then geometric mean is calculated by using the formula command PROD of marks power 1 by length of marks. This is the formula for geometric mean. Now this is the value we will get here. Similarly, harmonic mean. For harmonic mean, the formula is 1 by mean of 1 by mark. Now this is the harmonic mean value. Then median value. For median, simply you can use median of marks. So then you will get this is the median value. Okay, now after executing, let us see the outputs here. So whatever the outputs, now we will also parallelly run these commands. So first open our software. So then what you have to do after opening R, so first you have to create a vector with marks. So here I already stored that command here. Directly I am copying. So now here you can see marks equal to C of. Okay, now the vector with the marks is created. Now you can call the vector name marks. Now here you can see marks are displayed. Okay, now the first command here you can find out mean. So the syntax is mean of marks. So now here you can see mean means 68 plus 82 plus and so on, whole divided by the total number of observations here. So then that is mean or arithmetic mean. So you will get 63.8. So then after mean, what is our next command? Here you can see. Now mean is calculated. Now you can find geometric mean. For geometric mean, let us see the formula here. So product of x power 1 by length of x. So you can use this formula PROD of x. X means here marks power. So then 1 by length of x. Here you can see. So this is the geometric mean. Product of x, that means marks power 1 by length of x. So this is the geometric mean. Okay, next one, harmonic mean. So harmonic mean can be obtained by using this command 1 by mean of 1 by x. So 1 by mean of 1 by x. So here you will get the 1 by mean of 1 by x. Here only one closure parenthesis. Now here you can see. So this is the harmonic mean value 1 by mean of 1 by x. Directly you will get the harmonic mean value for the data vector x. Here x means what we used here. So here the vector is what we created marks, not x. 1 by marks. Now you can see. But because x is not created here, it is taking default. Now 1 by mean of 1 by marks. So 55.79. This is the harmonic mean. Then median value. So for median, directly you can use the command median of. So you can call your vector once again, marks is the vector. Now MEDIAN, median of marks. Now here you can see this is the median value for the vector marks. So then yeah, here whatever we discussed here, those are all demonstrated here. These are all the outputs. Okay, now some more examples here you can see. Suppose the mean command, if you can take the values, the mean of 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. By default, it takes only one value. That's why if you can find mean of different values, compulsory you have to combine with using the command C. Therefore, mean of C of 1, 2, 3, 4, then only it takes all the values. Otherwise, if you can take mean of 1, 2, 3, 4, only by default first value it takes. Let us see. So mean of 1, 2, 3, 4. So it takes only by default 1. So if you want to take mean for all the values, compulsory you have to use the command, the vector command CF. Now you can see. Now 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 by 4. So that is the exact mean value you will get here. Similarly, next coming to variability. So what is use of variability? What it contains? Spread and scatteredness of data around any point, preferably the mean value. So let us say, for example, data set 1, 360, 370, 380. So mean equal to 360 plus 370 plus 380 by 3. So you will get 370. Similarly, another data set 10, 100, 1000. The mean value equal to 10 plus 100 plus 1000 whole divided by 3. You will get 370. But here the result is same, but data sets are different. How to differentiate between the two data sets? For example, in this situation, that can be handled by using variability. So that is the use of variability. So now the first measure is called as variance. The formula for variance is variance of data vector x equal to 1 by n sigma I equal to 1 to n xi minus x bar whole square. So the syntax in R for variance is simply you can use VAR of x. X is the data vector. Now directly gives the variance value. So now similarly, next variability measure is standard deviation. So what this standard deviation gives? Positive square root of variance. So previously here we obtained variance as V of x. So then positive square root of variance. So now the command is sqrt of variance of x, where x is the data vector. Now it gives standard deviation of the data vector x. First, by finding the variance value, then you have to apply positive square root. That is the variability. So then other variability measures, you can find range value. So range is calculated by using the formula maximum of x1, x2, and so on xn minus minimum of x1, x2, and so on xn. Here we have taken x1, x2, and so on xn values. So now first it finds maximum, then it finds minimum. Then you can take the difference. Then you can take the difference by subtracting. So that is maximum value minus minimum value with the same data set x1 to xn. So syntax for this in R software is denoted with, so by using the command max, maximum of x minus minimum of x. So then it gives the range. We have another measure called as interquartile range. It is simply denoted as IQR. Interquartile range. So theoretically, this can be calculated by using the formula third quartile of x1 to xn minus first quartile of x1 to xn. So now, instead of using this formula, the same thing can be implemented using R software simply by using IQR. All are capital letters. IQR of x, then which gives the interquartile range of the data vector x. So that is the IQR measure. So then another one, quartile deviation. So quartile deviation. So this can be calculated by using IQR formula, third quartile of x1 to xn minus first quartile of x1 to xn whole divided by 2. So this is nothing but IQR. So IQR by 2, this is nothing but quartile deviation. The syntax in R for quartile deviation is IQR of data vector x divided by 2, which gives the quartile deviation. So then mean deviation, similar to quartile deviation, mean deviation. So mean deviation formula is denoted with MD of x equal to 1 by n sigma of I equal to 1 to n mod xi minus x bar. This is the mathematical formula for mean deviation. So the same thing can be implemented in R software using the following command. So syntax in R for mean deviation is sum of, by using sum command, sum of absolute. For mod, what you can use ABS, absolute of x minus mean of x whole divided by length of x. So then using this command, we will find mean deviation value. Okay, now let us execute all these commands. So again, we have to create a vector marks. Let us see one by one. First, clear this console. So again, you have to call marks. We already created here. So this is the marks vector. So now what you have to do, first you can find out variance. For variance, the command is var. var of the vector name is marks here. Now here you can see. So this is the variance of the vector marks by using var of marks. Then standard deviation. So this is the variance. Then standard deviation, you have to apply square root of variance. So now you are having already variance. Now you can apply SQRT, square root. Within square root, you can include the variance of marks. Now you can see 22.2369. So this is the standard deviation. So this is the variance and standard deviation. Now see, this is the output, what we demonstrated. Then interquartile range. So for that, simply you can use IQR. IQR of the vector name marks. So all are capital letters. IQR of the vector name is marks. Now you can see 33.5 is the interquartile range. Suppose if you can use lowercase letters, let us see IQR of marks, you will get error. So error in IQR marks could not find the function IQR. So that's why R is case sensitive. Compulsory we have to use. If all are uppercase, you can use uppercase only. If all are lowercase, you can use lowercase only. So now IQR contains all are capital letters. So IQR of marks. This is the interquartile range. Then quartile deviation. Quartile deviation can be obtained by using IQR. IQR divided by 2. So IQR of marks divided by 2, then you will get quartile deviation. So divided by 2. Now you can see 16.75. This is the quartile deviation. So then, yeah, similarly here, see whatever we demonstrated, these are all the output screens here. Similarly, let us find mean deviation. So mean deviation, this is the command sum of absolute of, so sum of absolute of so marks minus mean of marks. So mean of marks, then whole divided by length of marks. Length of marks. Now you can see 18.32. So this is the mean deviation using this formula. This is the output. So for the vector marks. So then, yeah, these are all the, this is complete screenshot where all commands are executed. Then variability, what we mentioned here. So variability, spread and scatteredness of the data around any point, preferably the mean value. For example, data set 1, 360, 370, 380. Mean equal to, so summation of all this whole divided by total count 1, 2, 3. So 370 you will get. So same in R, this can be done using VAR, variance of C of. Now you can see variance of C of 360, 370, 380. 360, 370, 380. Now you can see 100. This is the variance value using VAR CF. By using all the values, compulsory we have to use CF. So another data set, let us see 10, 100,000. Then its variance is variance of C of 10,000, 10, 100,000. Now see the variance. So now here C of the values are 10, 100, then 1,000. Now you can see this is the 299,700 is the variance with two different data sets. So as we already mentioned, similar to mean, if you can take variance of 1, 2, 3, 4, it takes by default, it shows error actually, invalid use argument. Now let us see here, variance of 1, 2, 3, 4. So error in variance of invalid use argument. At least if you can use same for mean, it takes by default first value. Whereas in variance, if you can take mean of, variance of multiple values, it shows error. Compulsory, you have to use C of, you have to combine all the values. Variance of C of 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you will get the variance value. Now variance of C of 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it gives the variance value. Here for this data, the variance is 1.666. This is the variance value. Okay, now these are all the central tendency and variance measures in statistical functions. So now you can recall once what we discussed in this lecture. So as part of central tendency and variance, so here we discussed mean, median, geometric mean, harmonic mean, then variance, standard deviation, then mean deviation. These are all the measures demonstrated here. Okay, in next session, we'll come up with the other part of statistical functions. Again, we'll discuss some graphics related tools, like there we will see some plots, scatter plot, etc. Some other graphics tools related to these measures now. With central tendency of data, variation in data, there are some statistical measures that we will discuss in next session.